The Sands remember the film opens with Max's grizzled narration reflecting on the past. The wasteland stretches endless, a scorched earth devoured by chaos and oil wars. Max drives his rebuilt Interceptor alone, haunted by echoes of the children he couldn't save. He's directionless, searching for fuel, food, and maybe forgiveness. Hope is a ghost, he says. But ghosts still whisper. The convoy Max stumbles upon a convoy under attack, raiders burning supply rigs from a caravan called the Dust Saints. He helps fend them off reluctantly. Among the survivors is Laura, a hardened mechanic woman, and her mute younger brother Syl. They offer him shelter at their settlement, the Pale Hollow. Max refuses until his car is sabotaged. Pale Hollow Max enters Pale Hollow, a makeshift crater town surviving on underground water and scavenged solar tech. It's ruled by a former warlord turned pacifist, Jax Harrow, who believes in nonviolence. The town is fragile, tense, and running out of supplies. Max senses it won't last, but he's intrigued by Laura's defiance. She dreams of building a solar-powered rig to escape the wasteland. A scar in the sand, a massive sinkhole appears miles from Pale Hollow, exposing deep oil veins and ancient military bunkers. News spreads. A brutal war clan called the Ashen Fang sets out to claim it. They believe it's the blood of the earth prophesied by their fire-masked prophet. The Hollow has days before they arrive. The Fang leader we meet, Karnam Fang, leader of the Ashen Fangs, part warlord, part cult figure. He believes the wasteland must return to Asha before rebirth. He uses burned flesh tattoos to mark his loyalists. His weapon, a flame-spitting warbike and an army of silenced child soldiers called Ascenders. He claims only fire can purify man. Max rebuilds his Interceptor with Laura's help, reluctantly bonding. He starts mentoring Syl, who reminds him of his lost son. Max opens up slightly, revealing his past, what he lost, why he keeps running. He says he's no hero. Laura says, "You're still breathing." That's all a hero needs here. The warning scouts return from the oil sinkhole, burned, mutilated, barely alive. They bring word. The Ashen Fangs are days away with flame rigs and death chariots. Jax wants to evacuate, but there's nowhere to go. Max offers to help defend, but warns, if you fight them like men, you'll lose. You have to fight like ghosts. The bunker plan Max proposes a mad plan. Blow the sinkhole before the Fangs can reach it. It'll deny them the oil, but risks triggering massive firestorms and sand collapse. Laura supports it, but Jax refuses, fearing the Hollow will die. Max takes matters into his own hands. Into the sinkhole, Max, Laura, and a small crew descend into the sinkhole bunker. Inside, rusted tech, oil reservoirs, old war drones, and a half-buried nuke casing. They scavenge explosive gel and mines. Syl finds a war diary of a soldier who surrendered to madness. Max, this whole world's a journal. All it writes is death. Betrayal Jax secretly contacts Karnam Fang, offering a deal, let the Hollow live in exchange for labor. Karnam agrees and promptly sets fire to Jax's emissaries. Jax is outed as a traitor by Syl, who begins to speak again. Max, you don't trade with fire. You run or you burn. The siege begins. The Ashen Fangs arrive in a storm of flame and bone trucks. Pale Hollow braces for war. Max's traps and explosive rigs delay the first wave. Fang sends a message, flinging a burning corpse into town. Your ash arrives at dawn. Max preps his Interceptor for a one-way mission. Right to the Interceptor, Max lures half of the Fang forces away, using his car as a decoy. He races through sandstorms, lighting fire traps behind him. One by one, the war chariots fall, but Max's car is nearly destroyed. He survives barely, saved by Laura, who defied orders to follow. He says nothing, just nods. The final stand at dawn, Karnam Fang leads his elite into the Hollow. Max, Lyra, and townsfolk unleash a coordinated trap, Molotov drones, rigged bunkers, collapsing tunnels. The sky ignites. Fire rains down. Still, Karnam pushes forward. Max confronts him in the burning ruins of the old well. Max versus Karnam in a brutal, savage hand-to-hand brawl. Max is nearly killed. Karnam declares, "I burn to cleanse." Max stabs him with a detonator shard. Burn yourself then. He triggers the sinkhole explosives, engulfing Karnam in a collapsing inferno. Max escapes, but wounded, scarred. Ashes and dust, the Hollow is gone. Survivors scatter. Laura, Syl, and others move westward to find a new haven. They offer Max a place with them. He watches them go silent, then walks the opposite direction. The wasteland gross firestorms consume miles of desert. The old warlords are dying, but new factions are rising. One plants flags of plastic and rebar, calling themselves the Reclaimers. They chant, "The steel is truth. Blood is inheritance." The next war brews in silence. The Song of Syl writes a journal, speaking in his sister's voice, recounting Max's deeds. His words become legend among scattered survivors. They call him the Ghost Walker. Some say he rides a black engine that never dies. Others say he's already dead. Max alone, Max limps across dunes, half-starved, hallucinating past friends and foes. He sees Furiosa in a mirage. He doesn't speak. just stares into the horizon. There's a whisper. The Wasteland isn't done with you. He keeps walking. Post-credit tease the green flame in a hidden underground vault. A child lights a green flame. She's studying maps, tech, and war machines. Behind her, the war rig blueprints and a broken prosthetic arm. A voice. Oh, the world needs another Fury. Cut to black. Title card reveal Mad Max. The Wasteland right arrow next. Furiosa right.